Yeah. 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 Definitely. Yeah. 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 Basically, yeah, it's a lot of people they think this way. They want to believe this shit because they don't want to believe in God. They don't want to believe in how destiny, how everything, like time. The fourth dimension is apparently it's not mutable. So according to Einstein, everything's already happened already. So everything that's going to happen tomorrow has already happened. Because if you go into the fourth dimension and then you move around, you're not existing in the realm of time in the third dimension. When you move to the fourth dimension, you can choose where to go and you can start traveling in time, backwards, forwards, 1,000 years ago and 1,000 years in the future. It means that everything's already been done and said in this particular universe, in this particular dimension. So everything, according to Einstein, everything has already finished. The end of the universe and the end of the world has already been set. We just haven't experienced it yet. So that's scary to think about. So a lot of people don't want to think we don't have control, actual control of our lives. Everything we're going to decide to do, everything we're going to do in the next minute, in the next 10 minutes, and 10 days, and 10 weeks, and 10 months is already decided by the mathematical calculations of the astronomically all the details, all the mathematical probabilities of our character, our brain, our personality, our emotions, everything I'm saying right now is based. But every word is a big accumulation of everything in my brain and how I feel right now and who you are as well, and the technology I am using to communicate this to you. So everything is already set, and people don't want to believe that scientific theory that they have no control over their lives. That if someone is destined to die uh, from a bus running them over tomorrow morning, always going to die by a bus running over them over tomorrow morning. And that's scary. No one wants to believe that. No one wants to believe that. Yeah, like you don't want to believe that either. That's why you want to believe other shit like astrology and MBTI and Christianity and free will because God in Christianity God gave us free will and we have this power and the free will to decide whether to believe him and believe in Jesus Christ or not, you know? Or you choose not to believe him, you go to hell, you know? Yeah. Yeah. So you're leaning towards more free will and actual freedom, and that we are every the present moment is fluid, and everything you do in the current present of time is totally up to you, and you um, have total control of your own life. You would like to believe that. You would like to believe that, but scientifically, yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, you do. You do. I'm not saying you don't. Yeah, yeah. But what I'm saying is that free will is still part of the whole equation. I'm saying that your free will, it feels like your free will, but it's still not really under your control because that free will is still determined by your genetics and your experience and your memory. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. But I'm saying scientifically, in the bigger spectrum of, if you look at the world from a fourth dimension, and you believe Einstein's theory of relativity in time, everything is actually already done. So everything tomorrow and in 1,000 years or whenever the world's going to end has already happened. If you look, yeah, actually, scarily enough, yes, they do. I'm not saying you don't have that choice, but all these choices have already been chosen. Yeah, but what you guys are saying is kind of different to what I'm trying to say because I understand and I agree that people in in the ideologies and the principles of Christianity that we should be good, we should choose to do good, we should choose to be compassionate, we should choose to be helpful and understanding and not try to harm other people. I'm not saying that's wrong, but I'm still saying that every choice you make and every choice you have made, every choice you are making, and every choice you are going to make in the future has already been done. Because when you step out of this reality of third dimension, like say in this game right now, right? This game we're watching pixels on a screen on a TV or whatever TV that you bought from the company that made it is like we have one player, we're waiting for one player. That one player could possibly not turn up at all because there's literally no one else. You know what I mean? I'm saying that if I'm not, but yeah, I'm saying that if I was God and I could access the fourth, fifth, sixth, there's actually seven dimensions and that can be accessible by human consciousness. We just don't have the capacity to access it yet. We don't have the capacity to time travel because the technology is currently impossible to reach the speed of light or further because anything that has matter cannot be traveling at that speed. But if we do one day able to access the fourth dimension, we are able to rewind, fast forward like a game. Like we can look at our own life and our own dimension that we're currently stuck in and just manipulate it. So, But that depends on whether you can only just see what happened and what is going to happen, or you also have the chance to change things. So that's another thing, another variable of the fourth dimension access. So it's like reading a PDF file on your computer, like a job contract or some kind of file that's only read only. You can only look at it. Like watching a video, you can only watch it. You can't change anything that's already been recorded, right? But technology like AI, look at AI. You can take some movie star's face and then paste it onto someone else's body and record that other person doing something with that celebrity's face pasted on his body, and that's and if people believe that to be true, it becomes the true to the people. It becomes the truth to the person who believe that. Same goes for time and reality. Yes, that's why, and the truth can be manipulated, like, and evidence can be tampered with. Like, I could steal, like a pack of cigarettes from a convenience store, and then an hour later, I can go to that same store as an employee and as a security employee, access the video footage and delete the evidence of me stealing it so that no one can catch me. So according to uh, evidence, nothing happened. But that cigarette pack is still, I got it for free. I stole it. That's the truth of what really happened. But because there's no evidence for it, nothing happened. So what's true? Me stealing that and not being caught for it, or the evidence of which is not there? So because in the world of reality of the society we live in, truth is only proven by evidence. So you can tell me anything you want about yourself, but I have not ever seen you. I've never met you before. All I can choose to do is either believe you, pretend to listen to you, and not really believe you, or not believe you at all, based on the evidence that you're presenting to me verbally. It's my choice whether I'm going to listen to you, to believe you, or not follow you, or whatever, or how I react to it is my choice. And it's up to you to persuade me of your perspective and your truth. And depending on how much you need me to take your side on whatever fucking truth you try to get me to follow you on. So I'm not playing very well right now because I'm talking too much. And Plastic Kinetic can tell me to shut the fuck up and focus more on the game because I don't want to lose to these douchebags who don't deserve to beat us. Yeah, so this is his choice to tell me to come to him and help him out. And I could do that, or I could just keep continuing to yap on about shit that I can't really control and lose the game. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to actually listen to him because I'm not doing very well. But what I mean about the fourth dimension to the seventh dimension thing, when you get to the seventh dimension, that's when you become God. So you can actually change everything that ever happened in the history of civilization, in the history of the world and the universe of the, I don't know, 14 billion years of the history of the universe is the Big Bang, if you believe that shit. And you can actually just go to any point in time or in space of the universe's history and change anything you want. That's crazy. Definitely, I would too. I would never smoke again. If I could have a chance to go back in time, if I could access the fourth dimension and look at what happened and then go to the fifth dimension and change things, then in the fifth dimension I will change the way I lived for many areas. I'll change who I talk to. I'll change who I invested my time and money on. I'll change knowing from the fourth dimension of what actually happens to me in the future because of what decisions I have made in the third dimension. Then I can go to the fifth dimension if I can, and then change things I did wrong or things I shouldn't have done or things I should have done that I didn't to change my destiny of what happened to me, because I could be hit by a bus simply because I wasn't looking on the left side and only looking to the right side of the road. But I could just go to the fifth dimension after seeing what I did wrong in the fourth dimension to be murdered or to be killed by the bus, um, and and go to the, and then go to the fourth dimension again, and then look on the left side, and before I looked on the right side, and then prevent my own death.
Ability steals the lead. Down and dirty tactics pay off for the dark side. Heroes winning is becoming a stereotype.